Hello folks, welcome back to part 3 of the Crawler Park build. So I have been making one of these. I've been making yet another bridge. So obviously this is a log bridge or a rope bridge or whatever we want to call it. I've been and got some more shelf brackets. So they will be going up there. And then it will span that. Apologies, it's not focusing very well, but it'll go from obviously above the window to that part there. That's that section complete. It's currently uplit at the moment, so it gives you an idea of sort of the terrain that you've got to play with regards to embellishing with grasses and bushes and trees and everything else, all the little ridges that it's got. So yeah, so let's get on with that. And this is my box of goodies for that. So what you will need for this step is a sieve and a container to put your grasses in. So I've sort of accumulated a bit of all sorts really. So this is static grass. You can get it from loads of different hobby shops in loads of different colours, loads of different features. I think this one's moss. And I've got one called Woodlands. As you can see, that's sort of quite a bit darker. But you can get sort of summer mosses, summer cuts, and summer, autumn, winter grasses. You can get all sorts and in different styles. So this grass comes literally, you wet the back of it and sponge it on, and there you go. That one's called Spring Green. And I think I used that's that grass there. So that's a sheet. So that's a sheet of that, cut roughly, stuck down, and then you just sort of throw a bit of gravel and aggregate and everything else around it. So that's that. What else have we got? So you can also get this stuff. Now, I don't really know where I'm going to put this. But these are summer green strips. So that's all one strip. It's mainly really for sort of diorama stuff. So if you look like doing a hedgerow or something like that, or a driveway or something, I don't know. But I've not really got a use for these at the moment. What else have we got in here? These are called summer tufts. So these are little tufts of grass, individual tufts of grass. Can't really see very well. But obviously you can peel them off the backing and then just randomly place them. So these things might go well sort of along the edges here. We'll put a little bit of grasses on the bits that are sticking out, and then on the tops we'll put tufts, and then around the bottom, just to give it a bit more of a dimension really. So that's that. What's this one? Oh, I got this one from the local model shop. It's like moss. Again, where I'm going to use that I don't know. That might actually be used, I don't know if you've seen this yet, on the bridge. The bridge is on. So that's up there. So we might sort of dangle a bit of this stuff sort of between it and off it and on it and over it and everything else. So that's that. These are some more tufts. These are winter tufts. So obviously stuff that's maybe dying off and a bit yellower. So as you can see, it's quite a bit different to that one. And this one is strips flower mix. Now these are really hard to see, but you can see the top of there. It's got different colours bits on it. So they're sort of to show up like flower heads. So that might be quite nice, but say, because they're so small, you might not see it, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. And that's it. So basically what you do, let's get all this out of the way. You would put some of that, you would put some of that into the sieve. Put some of this grass into the sieve. And basically sieve it onto the track. Let's give it a whirl. Right, I love this bit. So, what I tend to get is some cheap and cheerful hairspray. Doesn't matter how much of a normal hold or stronghold it is, as long as it is hairspray. And all we do, give it a shake. So across the edges here, all these bits and sort of on the ridges, Give it a good spray. Give it a good spray. Like that. Around the edgings. Okay? So there's a bit going to fall on there, so let's put a bit more down here. And all you do, I've mixed two of the grasses together. Just get your grass and sprinkle it. Literally sprinkle it like that. And that is all you do. Let's just put a bit down there where I've covered it up with powder from the throwing it about. Let's just shift that out of the way a sec. And look at that. Look at that already. So that's just one section. So I'm going to try and make my way all the way along here. Obviously I'll give that a bit to dry. But we shall make a start on doing the edges of this part. But all you need to do once it's dry is just give it a blow, and the areas where it's not sticking, it just leaves the rest behind. And then what I tend to do after is just go over it again with another dust and a hairspray, and that bakes it into place. And that's it. It's as easy as that. But look at the effect. Great, isn't it? And there we go. It's literally taken me 3 or 4 minutes. And we've done up to there. There's no point doing any further back because obviously that's where the truck's going to be. The edges round here, it really isn't going to be anywhere near that. If it is, it's going to end up on the bottom section, and we don't want that. But there we go. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. I'm going to do a little bit more at this bottom end here. And yeah, and maybe we'll start to add a little bit more brown paint again. I know I said I was going to leave that to dry, but I just couldn't help myself. There you go. How good is that looking now? Just need to do a little bit on this edge so it catches a little bit on the bottom. Put a little bit more spray paint on. And then that is sort of roughly the base done. I mean, we can add a little bits to it later on, like I said, with the little grass tufts. But it's coming along well. And just to show you how we do the trees, it's in a similar way. Obviously, get said hairspray. Give tree a good coating of hairspray. Good coating of hairspray. Let that go off a little bit. Get your sieve. Sieve a bit on it. Obviously I'm not after full coverage, I just want it to have a little bit of colour. And there we go. One sort of almost real looking tree. Right, let's get it on. And there's our first little tree. Look at that. I've also hit it with a little bit of brown as well. I could do with hitting the top of it again with a little bit more brown, but the first tree is in place. So I just need about another, I don't know, another 15, 20 maybe along the ridges there. A little bit along the sides here. Maybe they're just bushes, don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it's coming along nice.